All right, I want to squeeze in one last thing before we close. I will put a link to this story. I was just shocked by this yesterday, and I'm not shocked at the same time, that the IRS scandal is even deeper because they're in collusions with the Election Commission. Doesn't surprise you at all, but
no, not at all.
But at the same time, it just shows that it's so much worse than we even know. And this stuff was happening before, leading up to the election. Obviously, we didn't know anything about it until now. So, folks, we are spiraling into a world that we cannot even recognize. It is very, very strange. And Bob and I both were just shaking our heads going, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I can't even keep up. We can't keep up.
Yeah, information overload to the max. It really is. I mean, when's the last time you heard about that place called Iraq?
Oh, Iraq. Well, they made the headlines this week, didn't they?
They sure did. You know that there's thousands of Iraqis dying over there over sectarian strife and violence.
That's a conspiracy theory. I don't know what you're
that's what
about.
it is. But
what's the body count there in Iraq?
Oh, well, for the year, it's over 4,000 civilians killed and almost 10,000 injured, which is as bad as 2007 when we were there.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's amazing and not a peep.
I'm going to go to something that's very, very important, though. We have crime breaking out at lemonade stands in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty brutal.
We have a 10-year-old running a lemonade stand. He's robbed at gunpoint, a BB gun.
There you go.
By a 12-year-old man. We have crime breaking out. I want to see a Trayvon Martin-esque protest because it is unfair that this 10-year-old has been robbed at gunpoint at his lemonade stand.
Yeah, get all the lemonade stand mothers out there picketing and. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. He did try to get away with $30, by the way. So it was an official heist.
Yeah, an official heist.
There you go.
Lemonade stand. All right, folks. Well, I want to thank everyone for all of their support. TheGlobalDispatch.com. Dispatch Radio will be back again next Saturday. I want to thank our families and friends. Let's thank our guests, Nagma Abedini. Please pray for her and her family and what they're going through. We thank Daniel McAdams for all of his time and expertise, spending so much time with us. And we'll have links to all their sites so you can check some of this out. As we plan some guests for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be looking at some more movie stuff. We'll be back next week. We'll be headed into another Comic-Con here soon. We always like to have some fun with the frivolous stuff, too, because the world stuff's pretty overwhelming, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's just too much. Yeah, we're hoping to also delve into maybe some political discussion with some experts next week, and let's keep our fingers crossed on that.
Yeah, sounds good. One last thing I thought was here. We'll close out our top weird news, which was, something that I thought that some folks just, what are you talking about? Well, WWE craziness broke out, but not in its normal fashion. A fan leaps into the ring with Randy Orton. This is in a South African event, I guess. I didn't even know they traveled that far overseas, but the fan jumps in the ring. He's got his back to the fan, so he's like touting the audience or whatever. The man runs over, punches him in the groin. That's not right, man. What's going on at WWE?
Well, at least it's real.
I don't even have a response to that. That's fantastic. So, all right, I want to thank Stout Auto for their sponsorship. We want to thank our families. I have a very special day today. It is Sierra Jones' birthday. I have another
happy birthday, Sierra.
Potential driver soon, so that's a little frightening. That's a lot frightening. Almost as frightening as getting punched in the groin by a fan jumping in the ring. That's why I don't go on WWE. But as you say, at least it's real. We will have all of these links up on our Facebook page and Twitter. Twitter's at Dispatch Radio. We, of course, have the Facebook page, which is Facebook.com/Dispatch Radio. And, of course, you can check us out at theglobaldispatch.com and email us at